Chris is all dressed up and acting coy, painted like a brand new Christmas toy. He's trying to figure out if he's a girl or he's a boy, and he says, hey baby, can you bleed like me? Oh, come on baby, can you bleed like me?
Hi everyone. It's been a long time since I've done a log. A really long time. I just wanted to touch upon some things first, and yes, I realize that I look kind of odd. This is part of a photo shoot that I did for ROP Visual Imagery. It's for Halloween. I am a zombie Robert Smith. My hair is kind of messed up at this point. But, I watched the lullaby video, you get an idea for what I'm saying. But, wow. There's been a lot of changes, and a lot of really subtle changes. My voice has gone down, I'm pretty sure. I have a lovely, nice little Adam's apple that's pretty constant. Yeah. Because I know some people have talked to me and they're fans of my thyroid gland and all that. Okay, so my mother is taking me again to my psychiatrist, and I haven't seen him in months, and not since I started testosterone or anything, so just gotta tell him everything that's been going on with it. Things have been going well, I'd say. This was my first year, obviously, coming out at school, and I wanted to point out a few points of interest for those of you who might be transitioning in high school. And me being an upperclassman to all the little people, noticed some really big mistakes that I had personally made transitioning in school. And a big thing is that you need to not focus as much on the people that don't get it, and focus more on yourself instead, because if you focus too much on the little people, then they're never gonna get it, or they'll get it when they go to college and all that. But they don't get it now, and it's not your problem. You need to just focus on you for the time being. You have good days and bad days, passing, I'd say. And you need to focus on the good days and try to keep track of what led to the passing rate, really. Because that'll definitely be something big that you want to focus on. Another thing is the name. If you have not gotten your name legally changed yet, which I am working on, I have the forms and everything, I just don't have the money or funding to do so, or the transportation to go to a court. So I'm thinking that I'm going to have to go on LegalZoom, but I've heard that that's very expensive. It's like $75 per letter, which if it was $75 per name, I would love that, but that's a lot per letter because my last name is quite long. And considering the fact that my full name is being changed, because the first and middle are alright. This and this isn't working. I fix that just because. And so that's where I am in that stage. Now, for all of you that have not gotten a name change, you need to write that down on a piece of paper if you don't want the other kitty winkies knowing about your change. And if you're not very passable right now, they're going to call you by the opposite gender anyway, so it's kind of pointless. But most people are more comfortable with giving it a little slip of paper to their teachers. Like that. It's small. And a mistake that I made was I wrote FTM on my paper, and I assumed that perhaps teachers were aware of trans students, and they're not. You might meet one or two of them that are, but for the most part they're not aware of it. So you need to actually write out female to male transgendered individual or male to female transgendered individual on the paper, or else they won't know to call you by the pronoun associated with that, and if you write it down they won't understand what you're saying. Unless you have a really cool teacher that'll like Google it, but the first day of school everyone's really busy, so yeah, I still have a teacher that is using female pronouns with me because apparently I need to clarify that. Another thing that I have found very helpful is groups, clubs. If your school has the usual, here we have Bridges and GSA, it's called the Gay Straight Alliance, and no, they don't have any geared towards transgendered individuals, but the people that are in these clubs are very open-minded and they are very accepting. Most of them. But once you clear out the people that go there for like the free food and all that, and there's a drop-off, the people who are accepting and are open-minded and actually support and believe that we deserve to be respected, they'll stay there. And those are the kind of people that you want to get to know, especially in high school. Because it's very important to have a support group, and that's why, I don't know if this is globally, but here, doctors want you to have a support group before you can get on testosterone or estrogen or whatever it is that you're doing. I'm not sure what, like, gender queers or tri-gendered individuals, they go on hormones or not. They do like a weird blend. But I'm sorry if I'm offending you, but I just don't know very much about that group. And I'm working on knowing more. So that is a really good thing to get involved with. It's very helpful. And it's helpful to get involved in the school that you're in, too, and really get to know the staff, teachers, if you have a counselor at your school, or a school psychiatrist, or someone that you can go to talk to during school hours in case you get dysphoric or something while you're at school that knows the situation that you're going through. And at this point my advice is don't worry about the surgeries, because that's just, it's too much stress to deal with, planning everything out like that. The hormone itself is, enough to deal with. You have to just be patient and let it do its thing. Let your body sort that stuff out and let your pituitary gland figure out what you're doing. I've met a lot of different really, really good people through GSA and through Bridges. And what's going on out there? But so that is my advice, and I am definitely going to try uploading more. I am using Windows Live, so hopefully it'll work. Talk to you guys later. Bye.
Try to